Hello, everyone. Welcome to my live show. Tonight is 7 p.m. local time, so that would be 7 a.m. in your time. So, guys, instead, I'm gonna do this early in the morning, but I'm waiting for my StreamYard free plan to resume. So it's just like recently this afternoon resume. So I have to reschedule that because the last time I already consumed my 20 hours monthly free plan from StreamYard. So it's kind of late. And for a change discussion, so I choose this subject to talk because still a lot of Western people, they don't really know about Philippines. There's a lot of beautiful places that you can visit or stay. So not only uh, Metro Manila, but there's so many beautiful places outside Metro Manila. But it's part of Philippines. The only difference is not in Metro Manila because outside Manila, we consider that as city province, but it's still part of Philippines. So I have to move or reschedule my StreamYard schedule. So yeah, I'm glad that my free plan is resumed now. So I'm gonna wait for my co-host, Miss Money. So how is my um, video? Or sometimes it really freezy, grainy, or blurry. So for those, even though I'm here in the Philippines, there's so many places that I did not yet visit. But there's a lot of people I hear from them that, oh, the so like a paradise that that you really want to stay for the rest of your life. Okay.
Good evening, Faye. Ate Lily, good evening.
Good evening, Miss Manny. So
Sorry
is
for my I may have like a noisy
ah,
background
okay.
ate because the kids is here at home.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad that my pre-plan is resumed now, so I can able to go online. So how is my video, or how is the audio? No echo?
I hear echo whenever I talk. So when you talk, I gonna like mute my microphone.
Mm, okay. Well, I don't know. That's the thing that it happens also that when we have a live stream last Friday. I don't
So
know
yeah,
actually.
I actually have in the screen. I can read it's like to fix it, like referring for the echo. For now, please wear headphones to avoid echo or use another browser. That's what's written here.
In your screen.
Yes, in my screen, yes.
Are you using your phone, or are you using a laptop?
No, I'm just using my phone.
Okay. So we're gonna wait for a few minutes, Miss Manny, and then we're gonna start. So we're gonna wait Somebody's coming here.
So glad that you have your connection back.
Oh my goodness. That's the problem. I already have two internet provider that I'm gonna pick.
Also, it's you're still using the Sky Cable Ate?
Yeah, I'm using. Well, because the good thing with the Sky Cable is you don't have to go to another cable provider because it's already in there. There's a connection, internet connection, and at the same time there's a cable, and then there's a HBO Go that you can able to watch in advance that they want to um but you have to also to subscribe, so you want to
Ah,
watch
they're not
ahead of
just internet connection.
yeah, not no, not only internet connection. There's a they call that a bundle
Ah, okay.
bundle plan. So that's monthly bills. So how is the weather there in Cebu City?
Oh my goodness, it's so humid. Like since this morning, and I think, oh no, I see stars because I was thinking whenever it's too humid in the daytime, expect that it's gonna rain on the nighttime, but I can see stars, so maybe clear skies.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I'm no longer doing that because when I was
Um,
living in the province, I know the time, the day of new moon, full moon, but now it's no longer like that.
oh, it changes,
So
no? It's
yeah, especially you cannot really enjoy like full moon. You cannot really enjoy if you're living here in Metro Manila. Unlike in the province, you will tell, oh, it's almost to new moon or almost to full moon, because you can see the shape of the moon. So
uh,
here you cannot really um, experience that anymore. Okay, hold on.
well, why not? Especially that you're in a high-rise building. I mean, in the high-rise.
Yeah, I'm in the high-rise
Like,
building, but I'm in the first floor.
ah, okay.
First ground floor, I mean.
Oh yeah, that's see. I see. Yes.
So I don't, but for me, I prefer to stay on the on the first floor, especially when you do grocery. If you have a lots of stuff, it's kind of hard if you're living in the high-rise building. To bring some of the stuff.
Uh-huh. Well, if there's an elevator, I guess it's okay.
Yeah, but me, I'm not really into that because I'm tired of go, and I have
Uh-huh.
a bad experience when it comes to elevator. I was stuck before
Oh
inside
my
the
goodness, that
elevator.
sounds scary.
Yeah, it's really scary.
Um,
And once you stuck in the on the elevator, you feel suffocated.
dang.
But I just I try to calm, but it's just like it's kind of a scary thing that you're stuck on the.
Why? What happened? It's a sudden power interruption.
No, it's not power interruption. There's a thing that broken about the screw on the
Oh shit.
elevator.
Oh shucks. That's
So
even
that
worse, I
what
think.
when I and then I don't know if Frank noticed that to me, because I don't really, when I especially at the mall in elevator, I'm not really into the press the button to go up or down. I don't know, I'm scared a lot of that. So I have to stop for a few seconds before I
Mm-hmm.
click that button.
Mm-hmm. By the way, I just want to
I
say hi, Kuya Frank. Good evening, Kuya Frank. I hope you enjoyed dinner with Ate Lily.
yeah, I did not cook because when I send you a message in Messenger, we just arrived. We buy stuff that we need. We went to
Mm-hmm.
SNR. Hi, Poots. Thank you for coming. Because, we buy a big bottle of, strawberry jam. When Frank opened last night, or, during the time I think that you do live, instead of, once you open, it's popped. Okay. But when
Mm.
he opened the big bottle of, strawberry preserve, jam, it's not, popping. So we need to bring it back to the SNR because this is the 1 week. Because, they don't replace that if it's 1 week over. So before the duration expired, you have to go and replace. So and then we went to Robinson. We cannot find the apple juice that he used to drink with, there's a lot of apple juice that there's no malic acid because that's he needs
Mm.
the malic acid. So we have to go to Robinson. We can't find the, apple juice that has malic acid. And then we go to hypermarket in SM. So I kind of got tired. And then he told me that just to order, the Subway and then the Prutas. That's our dinner, the Italian BMT. Well, I eat a
Wow.
lot of,
Sounds
Italian
delicious.
BMT. And I love also Subway because, they give you a free biscuits here. I know cookies,
What's that? Ah,
free cookies.
cookies.
So
Wow.
here, this is
Ah, it's like
oatmeal
an
raisin.
oatmeal cookies. Ah, wow.
Oatmeal, very healthy.
Delicious.
So
Yeah,
this
very
is the good
healthy.
thing that I love to go to Subways because once you receive your receipt, you have to, there's a survey, and then you answer the survey, and then they will give you free cookies. So I always go to
How about
S.
if you're going to do the survey 5 times?
No, just only one, just
Five
only
cookies.
one, because
Okay.
in if you go 5 times survey, it means that you have 5 receipts. Every receipt you can able to get one
Ah,
free cookies. So you
yeah,
have to survey
you
that.
gotta go back and then buy again, then have a receipt and
Yeah.
then
Hmm.
do the survey again. Oh,
Yeah. So you have to survey that, for because the survey process is just only 5 days, but after you survey that, it will last for a month. So it's better for you, to survey right after, you purchase the sandwich from Subway, because it will last a month. So that's how I do when I buy something in Subway. I just survey right away because I don't want to miss the oatmeal raisin is really good. They have also chocolate chips, dark chocolate chips, cookies. It's really good.
wow. It will be a good snack later while we're having live stream.
Oh my goodness, Miss Manny, I feel I buy the super grande of prutas,
Mm-hmm.
and then the foot long. Because I did not eat breakfast, I did not eat lunch, so that's straight. So
Wow.
I eat the foot long Subways, the Italian BMT, and now my stomach is really full. I don't know if Frank he finished
Sana
sandwich.
all only eat 1 time a day.
My God, I'm hungry. I told to Frank, no, no, Frank, because I really want to go home. And then I told him, no, no, no need the Subways. Are you sure you don't want to eat sandwich? Because you're gonna cook for for dinner. And then I told him, oh, there's a leftover rice, and I'm gonna cook corned beef because I'm really hungry. That's why I have a headache that time. So he said, okay, let's go to Subways and order something.
Dang. I wish I can do that, eat only once a once a day.
I'm so busy, and then do because well we do
I
grocery
just
every
noticed that
week.
day when, when I was like, I didn't go through like giving birth, or yes, I was like, no child before. I can I can I can survive even eating just once a day, but now that's why I think many women, if they're not very careful with, the food intakes, they're gonna really like become so huge because
Hmm.
um w- like my experience, I also hear it a lot of my friends that they've been, giving birth already. They cannot really survive not eating. We feel headache. It's a lot different. We can't survive
Yeah,
really.
actually that's like when I was in my teenage 15 until 25. No matter how big amount of food that I eat, I don't really gain weight. But now I have to be careful, Miss Money, because my hormone is no longer balanced. So
Yeah. Women
sometimes,
really have a lot of changes in her body, inside.
yeah.
So,
So especially when you get older, you cannot really base on the your stamina, your appetite when it comes to food. It's not same as because like my age, my
uh-huh.
metabolism is very
Like
very
it's slow. Yeah.
yeah, slow.
Me too.
So
I used to like, when I didn't have a child, I used to be so skinny. Yeah, I'm skinny, but now no more.
yeah, that's why I I always pick the apple juice that has malic acid, because that's very important, to us, because sometimes
Uh,
you don't really care about the calories that you intake, especially me and Frank. Our calories need to there's a certain limit only that
anyway,
we
Ate,
can
how does
intake.
the malic acid works in our body? I mean, why
Actually, the
we are
malic
found
acid,
suffering?
okay, so if you eat more like, a fatty food, that malic acid that, that's the work is just, to melt that fats, or, oil that, it makes a cholesterol.
Uh-huh.
So that's the important when you look something, like any kinds of natural juices. It's important also
Mm-hmm.
that you have to check there's a malic acid, because that not only the ascorbic acid, ascorbic acid, that's for your to make your immune system strong. But the malic acid, it helps you, especially if you're more onto like fatty food, like a dairy product like cheese,
Uh,
butter. You're more onto, if you eat mashed potato, you like a lot of butter. So the butter, because like I said that the if you're getting older, there's a certain amount of calories that a person will take, because if it's too much,
mm-hmm.
that's the cause of um, high blood. That's the cause of
Mm-hmm.
arthritis, because of that of that cholesterol that the person is over intake. So the malic acid, it helps to dissolve that kind of acid, because if it's too
Uh-huh.
much of fats in your body, especially your gallbladder, it causes stone.
Mm. So that's
So
why
that's it.
that's the use for the malic acid.
Yeah. So and
Okay.
in Frank, it's been a long time that he did not take Coke or any soft drinks, because I avoid him to drink. Instead of that, he can drink only the natural fruit shakes, or smoothie, and then
Uh,
the apple juice that has malic acid, because he has stone on his gallbladder. So if he eats something that like um, red meat, like steak. When I cook steak, I put butter. So you're gonna automatically in a few hours he had a upset stomach or painful stomach. So that's the cause of the fats. It triggers the pain on his stomach. So just I really want him to take apple juice with malic acid. That's very important.
How about
Okay, so
drinking Yakult? You guys drink Yakult? Or
me,
maybe it
I
has
drink
different
Yakult.
use.
But you know what, Miss Money? If I drink Yakult, because lactose bacillus that helps to digest things. But sometimes, because I'm acidic, so I cannot really drink too much of
Yakult.
Yakult. Even if something like sour, like food that has vinegar or sour taste,
Uh-huh.
I cannot really eat a lot of that because
Also like
my uric
calamansi,
acid
like
is
that.
very high. I should definitely avoid that. What do you mean avoid? The fat food?
I think he mean like he want to avoid the thing that's the malic acid, that the one that dissolves fat, because definitely he wants the fat.
Okay. Well, it's
Diba,
just like
diba?
when yeah. Just like your Kuya prank. When I saw him first time he came here, first you know I met him in the airport and I saw him. My goodness, very tall man, very skinny, and I
Mm-hmm.
think to myself, "Oh, this man need me. This man need me." So
You
imagine,
have a mission to accomplish a day.
yeah. After 1 year, oh my goodness, all his pants is very tight. Now he go back to normal because he avoid eating too much. So yeah,
He back to how he was before.
yeah, because I try to control well before Miss Money,
Uh,
1 year after, I feed him a lot. Okay, you want this, and then Filipino that if there's a little
yeah,
food on the on the plate, we cannot, we don't want to to gonna keep that in the fridge, the small amount, so we have to finish that. Sometimes I give it
yeah,
all
no
to him.
leftover.
Yeah, because we used to eat that freshly cooked, but now I'm
Yeah,
no longer that because of that, because of that thing that he complained that he he gained a lot of weight. Okay, so let's start now our discussion. Beautiful places you want to visit or stay in the Philippines. So for those ones,
well, I
for
hope I
those,
can contribute with your subject, Ate, because I'm just around, yeah, north. I mean, the farthest I went in south was like Argao, Alcoy, just like that, Santander.
okay,
Then the
beautiful
north
places.
was like Compos Carmen.
Carmen, that's part in Cebu also.
Yeah, in north next to Danau, I think. No, Carmen, Danau, Katmon, Carmen. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Well, when I went to Cebu City, just only in this, proper, because in Mambaling. So I never went
Mabaling
to,
is in the center
outside
of
Metro.
Cebu.
It's in a proper, in Metro Cebu, because my brother-in-law,
Yeah,
he's from Mambaling, Cebu City.
it's a very city barangay.
Mambaling, I think that's Barangay Mambaling.
Yeah,
That's
barangay.
but it's in the Metro Cebu. It's in
Yeah,
the
it's part in the
it,
Metro Cebu, yes.
yeah, but the Mambaling itself, that's it's barangay in Cebu.
Mumbaling is crowded because yeah, it's in the heart of Cebu.
Yeah, I don't really enjoy when I stay there because the house of my brother, it's in the highway, Miss Manny, because
Ah,
their house is in front of the High Ally building.
High Ally building. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know if it's still
Everything is
there.
there.
The High Ally building
I'm
in
not sure
Mambaling.
because I'm not I don't know if there's still High Ally
No,
running.
there's no High Ally, but I'm thinking that if the High Ally building, it's still
Ah, the building,
there.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Because I'm not really like, I'm not fond of going to Cebu, the proper Cebu city because crowded, too humid, traffic. So I better avoid that place.
Ah, okay. So, okay, so let me share this with our people. So here in Metro Manila, there's so many nice places also
Karon na
to
di ay.
visit,
Yun na pa ko kaistorya
like
niya. Okay.
San Agustin Church. That's in Metro Manila. So that's San
Uh-huh.
Agustin Church is constructed back in 1586. That's the oldest church here in the Philippines. So declared as a World Heritage Sites by UNESCO. So that's in
Uh-huh.
and also if you go somewhere in Manila, there's so many places there, Miss Manny, because if you go to like in Bureau of Immigration, so
Yeah.
that's in Intramuros, so you can see the Fort Santiago. There's so
Oh
many
yeah.
nice places that you can see that the after the World War, when Intramuros was bombed by Japanese
Yeah, I like those kind of
soldiers.
places where there is a history, the history that's holding in it. Yeah. For me it's always interesting.
And then uh, Lunita Park.
Oh yeah, Lunita Park
Have you been
especially.
here in Manila, Miss Money?
No, because Lunita Park is quite popular. It's part of our national.
History. It's part of
Yes,
history.
big part. Yes.
Yeah, because that's in near also, because Lunita, that's in United Nation Avenue in Metro Manila. So Lunita first, so you can see there's a children's playground. And then that's
Ah, nice.
Intramuros. In Intramuros puts on boats, if you want to ride, the Calesa, there's still, they still exist, Miss Manny. That's one of the tourist spot or tourist um ride in Metro Manila, in Manila, I mean, in Intramuros. But a lot of like Korean, they just ride on that because they want to enjoy
Yeah,
how to
experience
ride
like
the kalesa. And
yeah, experience the
Filipino.
the jeepney colony. I mean, the pre jeepney era.
And then well, they can now they can see the Palacio Gobernador in Intramuros. And then
Wow.
there's a lot of building that was bombed by Japanese soldiers that now is restoration. So
Uh,
well, the last time we went there, me and Francos, he has to pay every annually. So January. So now it's almost 1 year. So we're gonna go there in by January. My goodness.
you
You
have
know
to
what?
pay going there.
No, for your Kuya Frank to stay here in the Philippines.
Ah,
He has to
okay.
pay, actually his residence
I thought
here.
you're
He's
going to
not.
pay go there that place.
That's the law here, Miss Manny, that if you're married to a Filipina and then you have residency here, you have, instead of paying every month, if you're a visa holder, you have to renew your visa. There's a certain, every 3 months, I think. But now his
Mm-hmm.
residence here, so every 5 years he gonna renew that residential card here in the Philippines. But he has to pay annually. So the payment is just like over 300 pesos, but he's still gonna pay. You know, a lot of
300 pesos per
people.
annual?
Yeah,
Is that the price? Oh, I
yeah.
mean, that's not too much. I was thinking like 10,000 pesos.
I know. If if the person is a tourist visa holder,
uh,
we pay that because there's a process. You cannot really go onto the residential, so you have to tourist and then probationary visa and then residential visa. So that's we I applied that with your Kuya Prank step by step. Hi Jonsi
uh,
Adams, thank you for coming.
Hi,
So,
Chauncey. Good morning.
but you know what? During the time that your Kuya Frank is a tourist visa holder, oh my goodness, Miss Money, we pay a lot of Philippines. That's why Frank said me Philippines. But it's good
Philippines.
thing. It's good thing that when I apply him for residential, how much we pay about
So residential is different.
yeah, different. The residential you have to pay for about 25,000.
Wow.
25,000?
I mean, that's for the 5 years, the
5 years.
25,000.
But
Okay.
every year you have to pay annual, for, yeah, that's right, Puts. Philippines. So every, annual, he has to pay that, but he has to go to, the main office in Bureau of Immigration. Or, wait, I he can pay in SM Aura. So in a uh, Bureau of Immigration Annex and SM Aura and BGC. So a lot of Filipino, they think that a foreigner, especially married to a Filipina or a Filipino, it's free. No, they have to pay every year, and then if me and your Kuya Frank have a vacation in the state, he has to ask permission in Philippine government, to go to his country, and I don't know how much the fee for that because I
Oh,
really doubt if it's free.
you have
He has
to
to
ask
ask
permission for the
permission, Miss
country
Manny. He cannot go
in the
to the states
Philippines.
without knowing the Bureau of
Wow.
Immigration
Oh.
because his residence here. So he
So
has
another
to ask
payment.
permission. Oh my goodness, that's very,
I
that's
hope
very
there's no another payment for that. Just
I but
maybe
I doubt it, Miss Money. I would doubt it. I would doubt it that there's no fee. Philippines, my goodness. Okay, guys, so let's go back to our beautiful places. For those wants to know the beautiful places here in the Philippines. So, like I mentioned, the San Agustin Church that in Metro Manila. And then number two is the National Museum of the Philippines. Now that National Museum of the Philippines, especially our President Bongbong Marcos, they renovate that. It's very
how far
beautiful.
is that place to you, Ate?
Yeah.
Philippines National Museum.
Well, if it's not traffic, Miss Money, just a 1 hour ride on the motorcycle. But if it's traffic, it will last 2 to 3 hours. It depends what time you're gonna go there. But if you go early in the morning, just only 1 hour. Because I'm in the south. That's
Mm.
in Manila. Manila is north. So you know the daughter of Gretchen Barreto with the husband Tony Boy. Her daughter, they occupied that National Museum of the Philippines, for the reception of her daughter. It's very beautiful.
Ah, for the wedding? Right.
Yeah.
I
And
thought it's,
then
she's already
guys, for
married.
the
Marites, we're doing Marites here.
yeah.
Showbiz.
So and then there's so many places, like like in Metro Manila. That's only in Metro Manila. There's nice places that you can go. Uh, Quezon City Memorial Circle, and
Uh-huh.
then the National Museum of the Philippines, Luneta Park, Fort Bonifacio, uh, Fort Santiago. But outside Metro Manila, there's so many beautiful places like Cebu City. Cebu City, there's so many nice diving sites, beautiful
Yeah,
beach
there's a lot.
resorts,
To
and
me, when
also,
I'm going to recommend a place in Cebu, I better go to like, the province places, they're more not overrated, but the landscapes, beautiful waterfalls, too many here.
but you know what they said, Miss Manny, that it's a nice place to visit. Visit also is Bantayan Island.
Well, to me now, Island is overrated. There's
Oh.
already a lot of tourists.
Mm, okay.
I
So
would
that's
prefer like Malapascua. Yeah, there are a lot of tourists, but because it's another island, but more beautiful.
Malapascua is part of what
Yes,
city
another
province in
going to the
Cebu?
north. Another in Cebu. I mean, part of Cebu, just another island.
Okay.
Malapascua Island.
Mm. Yeah, because that's the thing that a lot of people confuse about Cebu City, because they think that from Cebu it's just like one island in Cebu. No, it's just like Metro Manila. Once you're
Uh-huh.
inside Metro Manila, like like Quezon City, Taguig, Parañaque, that's part of NCR, or National Capital
Oh yeah,
Region.
that's NCR. Manila is a city.
So in Cebu City, like in Tuburan, it's not it's not in Metro, but part of Cebu City, right?
Actually, it is called Cebu Province, part of Cebu Province. Everything here is part of Cebu Province. But when we say Cebu City, it's the
Metro,
capital of Cebu. Yeah, it's the metro.
Metro City.
But it's
Okay.
called Cebu Province.
Mm. You heard somebody sing, because my neighbor, my doctor neighbor, he loves to sing karaoke.
Oh, I would love
But
to,
good thing is
especially if
it's not.
you have a good sounds, speakers.
Yeah, he always do that. But before, it's so loud. But now he just, I think he read the rules of the house. So now it's not too loud.
Yeah, that's the good thing with, living in a maybe condo or like that ate, because you have to be cautious maybe for your neighbors
Yeah.
like that.
Not all things that you can do in the province, in the village, you cannot really bring it here. And because I really want to grill food that it's made of using charcoal.
Charcoal, yes.
Well, here, I'm complaining that, I'm not really into that. When Frank told me, oh, it's time, we're gonna grill, baby back ribs with barbecue sauce. I don't really enjoy that, Miss Money, because, we have a electric grill. But, I really want, the smoky taste, and, the charcoal taste and the charcoal
Yeah,
smell.
the charcoal aroma. Yeah, it's quite
Yeah.
different.
And then even though I bought some hickory, even you use electric grill, but
Uh,
it's really, I really love, the charcoal or woods that, when you make barbecue.
yeah. Even
Lynn
like
Kits. Hello,
your
Lynn
cook.
Kits.
Hi, Lynn, kids cooking. Even you're using, I mean, cooking in a wood fire. It's quite also different than cooking in a, like gas. So
Yeah.
especially that when you came from province, you grow up in a province. It it's nostalgic. I mean, bring back memories for sure.
It reminds me of my father. He's very what do you call that, maselan when it comes to food, because he stay here, he had vacation, stay with my big sister, and then my big sister use the gasol. Oh, he can't really, he complained that the food is not good, the taste is. So what my big sister do, she buy the kalan that we're gonna use charcoal, just just to cook food that
Oh wow,
my
you
father
using
will
that
eat.
in your place?
No, in my big sister's house.
Ah,
Because
okay.
my big sister's house, they're living in a camp, because she married to a policeman, so they have housing, so they can able to use charcoal, unlike here in my condo that I can't. Chauncey Adam, I want to stay at the uh, Coral Blue
Coral
Oriental
Blue
Villas,
Oriental Villas in
Santa
Santa
Fe,
Fe.
Cebu. So, are you living here in Philippines, Chauncey Adams? Okay,
Maybe
so
he's like looking up. Okay, ate.
okay, the third one is Bohol. Bohol is, there's a
Oh,
very
Bohol.
nice place also, the chocolate hills. No, guys, don't think that it's
Mm.
chocolate, it's the hills, it's like brown. It's not literal chocolate, okay? They might think that, oh, that's chocolate, That's nice also,
Yeah, they
in
say it's color
Panglao.
brown when
Hmm. It
when the
looks like
clouds like
chocolate.
it's cloudy. Yeah, there's no sun. I like that.
So, puts, if you want to travel, go to Chocolate Hills with Miss Money, go to Bohol in Panglao. Very nice in Panglao.
Yeah, Panglao also nice beaches, but um, there's actually many beaches in Cebu. Especially in the south part. That's very underrated because that's why I mostly don't like to go to places that's overrated because the prices will be so high when you
Yeah,
can actually
expensive.
enjoy those kind of places but with lower prices and less crowded. So that's why I'm not really into commercialized places, especially beaches, because it's where there are a lot of expensive stuff that you don't need to. I mean,
Hmm.
because you can enjoy those even in a lesser price, but same beautiful
Exactly.
places. There's a lot. You just have to discover.
Just like, in Boracay, it's so crowded,
Mm,
crowded. But,
yeah.
Boracay, it's very well known with the white sand.
Yeah,
I'm
the
coming
only
next
thing with
year
those
to stay in
places
Lugod.
when they said, yeah, the only places when you stay those places that's popular, it's it's the pride that's bringing to you, you know? when they said, "Oh, you've been into Boracay," and people know that it's expensive places, so it's kind of like for me, it's kind of showing a symbol status. I don't know, but
Well, it's
when
just
you
like,
say experience in a beautiful place, there's a lot of like that.
there's in Boracay, Miss Money, there's a station one, station two, station three.
Mm.
I think the station one, that's very for like 4 or 5 star hotels, and the second one, that's
Yeah.
for middle class, and the station three, that's for for pangmasa ba, for regular people.
Yeah.
So not all in Boracay, that all for the there's a that's why there's a station one, two, and three. So if you go to station three, that's for regular people. Station two, from middle class, and the station one is for
Well, if I
rich
have
people.
to choose going into Boracay, you have to pay for a plane ticket, travel expenses, your stay accommodation. Why not just go around Cebu? There's really a lot, especially I visit Alcoy, Argao. Oh my goodness, the waterfalls, so beautiful and less people.
Yeah, it's just like some people, they don't they really want they really want to visit
Mm.
Boracay. What Boracay look like? How does it feel?
The only
What
thing with Boracay, they're more like the tourist the tourist trap. It's a tourist trap.
Because me also, I tell your Kuya Frank that he asked me, where do you want to go, Boracay. I really want to go Boracay. Just I'm
Ate, if
I'm
I
near to
tell you,
Boracay.
I think Coron Palawan is more beautiful than Boracay.
I don't really into the Palawan, Miss Manny, because I the malaria, mosquito. It
Oh well,
scares
you're
me.
not really staying in a place where, well, if you can see, I mean, if you research in Coron Palawan where there is a crystal water, oh my goodness, so beautiful.
Yeah, because I like also to enjoy the nature. But in Boracay, there's a certain island, but you have to pay extra. So if you go to Boracay, you have bring extra money, because like I said, that Boracay, in the center of Boracay, it's crowded. So a lot of tourists, they go to other island, but it's still part of Boracay. So they have there's a few people stay on the island, but they still enjoy the white sand, the they have a little privacy when it comes to that.
How about you look it up in Malapascua? It's also like
Malapascua.
Boracay. Yes.
Okay. So that's part in Cebu. Yeah, like I mentioned that Cebu City, there's so many diving sites, beach and resorts. So I think that Malapascua, it's part of that. Because I think I remember that one of the show of Jessica Soho and Joe Arellano, they
Ah, yeah.
featured that Malapascua. It's very
Oh,
familiar to
yeah.
me, the word Malapascua.
I'm more interesting with Malapascua with regards like that and Coron.
Puts on boots, then go back home staring at increased it was worth. Yeah, but well, it's just like, if you're not, it's according your standard. Okay, your standard. So if you really want, just enjoy the place. You're not really into high standard of places that you can able, you can afford that food. You can afford that.
Mhm.
Okay,
Me
so it's
actually,
just
Ate,
like
I really
if
don't
you're
enjoy like a five-star hotels. I really don't enjoy those places. I prefer like a Bahay Kubo in the middle of the forest in the mountain. That's more beautiful for me.
Oh yeah, but me, me, I enjoy 5 star like that, Miss Money. Just to be honest with you, because I stay in Discovery Suite in Ortigas. That's four to five 5 stars hotel in Ortigas. Oh my goodness, I enjoy, the 1 month that I stay there. Oh my goodness, you
Uh-huh.
can tell that the
It's
way that
yeah.
they
Maybe
serve.
it's how you fit with your yeah. But to me,
Well,
I feel like I'm not fit to that places.
it's I enjoy, that's why I told your Kuya Frank, don't miss the breakfast, because it's part of the fee. Come on, don't miss it, come on. Well, he can't, he just let me go. I enjoy.
Like
Well, it
I mean,
depends.
you could be like you could be one of the cast for Crazy Rich Asians in if you get. I mean, you also
No,
look
no.
like yeah.
No, I'm not, because I know how to appreciate things that for a rich people, and I know also how appreciate for regular people, middle class people. So I'm not
Mhm.
really into all the things that I really love, because I am a very simple person. But when it comes to service, it's really different, Miss Money. It's really different.
Mhm.
Okay, you don't really feel that, oh, once you have money that you can able to afford to pay something, the treatment is way different. Okay, but I'm not saying that I'm really looking for that same treatment, because I don't want also, because I want to act the way I am, the natural of me. But it's just like, it's nice also to experience that, you can go. So you experience also things that for rich people, that they doing that.
Yeah,
So
because I actually like when I was working and then I was working in the company before and then they're gonna invite me, for the sales, like the sales clients like that, and then they're gonna invite me to those kinds of places. But I really don't feel fun, I don't like somebody serving me. I don't like it. Not for me.
because you're not used of that, because you're not
Oh
used
well,
of that,
maybe
that's
even
why
if I'm
you,
yeah,
you
maybe it's
feel
just not
you feel
for me.
strange, about that, because if you're not used, you use of natural, simple, simple
Yeah, yeah.
treatment,
Well,
simple.
I prefer that way.
Well, it's depends, it's based on the personality of the person.
Mm.
Okay, so next are, okay, I already mentioned, Bohol, and then the next one is uh, Banawi rice terraces. Oh my goodness, Poots. You mentioned that you are a nature lover. Just go to Banawi or rice terraces, because you already
Mm-hmm.
went to Baguio City. That place is very, very nice. You will love, the nature. You know what,
Yeah,
Miss
the
Mani, when
foggy,
I saw
foggy.
that, with cause my niece, she's married to to Ifugao, living in Ifugao. I'm so jealous about the stream. You can see the water so clear. My goodness, no.
Wow.
The stream, and then
Especially
then
when
the mountain, and then the stream. It's in between the mountain. My goodness, Miss Money. It's really,
uh,
it's really jealous that very nice.
and it's so cold.
Mm-hmm. And you don't really feel something that you really want to stay that place. Okay, because especially if you're
Yeah.
a nature lover. Oh my goodness, simple food, rich nature. My goodness, you can't really go to the city. Sometimes, I'm get tired of, the noise, the pollution. My God,
Yeah, if only I
very.
have a choice, I don't want to live in a city.
But now we Rice Terraces. Yeah, take note that puts. That's a very nice place that you can able, to hang out with Miss Manny. Have you been to Baguio City, Miss Manny?
I told you I'm just around Cebu.
Ah, okay. You really love. I love Cebu. I love Baguio City, Miss Manny. I enjoy,
Uh-huh.
especially when I do marketing, when I uh, prepare, food. I enjoy go to the market. Oh my goodness, if example, if Frank gave me 3,000 pesos for just buy stuff, I'll gonna spend that money to buy food, particularly vegetable. Oh, they look fresh. My goodness.
To me, I like the Batanes also. I like they're still
Ah,
the
Batanes
very
Disco.
cultural.
Wag ka doon.
Yeah, I like it.
Ano yun? Batanes is the center attraction of Typhoon. You don't want to stop
Yeah, but
that
just for
for
the
you.
vacation, not really stay.
So no matter what, here in Metro Manila, even though there's no typhoon, but in Batanes, the Kalayaan Group Island, you cannot,
Not on
you
those
cannot really
islands,
put
just
it.
the top of one. Yeah, I just like the view at I especially when I see those photos of their hills overlooking on the beach. Oh my God, it feels blessed. There's blessed inside just looking at the view.
I have also a friend living in Batanes. You know, the,
Mm.
well, the Ibatan. Their language is Ibatan. It's not it's
Mhm.
not same Ilocano or what. It's kind of hard, it's kind of hard language that you
Mhm.
can Ibatan. Okay, Sean C. Guys, ask question, guys. If what place you're really interested to come here in the Philippines. We might know, might Miss Manny knows that place that you really want to visit or stay, or just ask me a question. Don't hesitate, because this is very interesting discussion for those Western people, and also for Filipino that they want to move to the another place that because me, I'm planning also to move in other place, because I'm get sick and tired of the noise of the car, uh train, airplane. Oh my goodness. Sean C, I served 16 years in army, sleeping in the woods, this desert. Now I'm retired
Now I'm
and want
retired.
the best. Oh yeah, you deserve that. You deserve that. So
Mhm.
just look other places like okay, I already mentioned about Bohol. What next? What else? Okay, Banawi rice terraces. That's very nice.
Yeah,
You know,
Banawi, yeah. The
Baguio.
heritage site for the Philippines.
Okay, next is Puerto Princesa in
I think it's Palawan.
subterranean river national park. That's in Palawan. I think
Mhm.
that's Coron. That's in Coron.
Oh, Coron, one of the best place.
So, but I'm not really into that, because there's a lot of tourists. I'm not scaring, I'm not threatening all the foreigner go to Palawan. But you have to be careful, okay? Because there's a lot of things happen that uh, tourist people was kidnapped during the time of Abu Sayyaf. But you
Well,
have to be
I don't
careful.
think they're active now.
Well, we never know. Just extra careful. Okay, so Palawan, that's a good place also. sleeping in the woods, Chauncey, with the most freshness morning is so good. Oh yeah. E- Especially, especially, but the only thing that, I only thing that I don't really like when it comes going to the woods, or I never sleeping in the woods, but I go around in the woods. Some of the insects, or some of, that you don't really see in, in the city. There's a lot of insects in the woods. Why are so many people more interested in everything in south of the Philippines while there is so much beauty up north too? Well, it's just like, um that's the well, the only problem is they don't really what do you call that? Advertised. Because in the south, they just focus, when in advertising about that. But yeah, you're right, there's a beauty also from the north.
I
Like
mean, actually,
like
around
in,
Philippines.
yeah, because like in my, province, there's a lot of nice, in, uh it's not, they said it's not really fully developed resort or beaches. But in my province, there's still a lot of nice places also to stay. The only thing is, that it's not really well known because of the security for tourist people coming on that place. That's why it's not really advertised that, uh, like in the south, a lot of tourist advertisement. It's more on south. Okay, because they really focus about, the security also of the tourists coming. But in the north, I'm not saying that there's no security or safety, but it's not as what people do in south. So I think that's the reason why it's more on people go on the south than the north. I also want to visit the Pink Sands Beach. What is that? Pink Sand Beach. We just only
I
have
think that's in
white
Bohol,
and
ate.
pink.
Yeah, there is in Bohol. I think it's maybe it reflects, the sunsets like that.
Extra cautious noted. Okay. Yeah. Crickets making noise. Yeah, that's, frog in the woods. Frog, crickets, all kinds of, worms. Sometimes, you're surprised that it stick on your skin. It happens to me that, Miss Money, I forgot that kind of a worm that, very thin, and then one it
Mm-hmm.
stick on your, in your, it's just like a lich, but it's
Oh, it's like
very
rich.
thin. Yeah, just like it looks like a lich, but that's the reason why, and I don't really like, to go on the woods because of that. I don't
Well,
know.
if it's for me, if they work to eat my fats away, why not? I let them suck on.
Is the Mayon volcano in Albay worth it? Not really, puts, because until now, the Mount Mayon, it's still what do you call that English in Buga? Spitting, the ashes, the smog. So any moment, there's a possibility that, the Mayon volcano will erupted. Okay, so next, Here in South, I have nice place also to recommend for you foods. Villa Escudero. It's just like a plantation, and they have also man-made lake, and they have waterfalls man-made, and then on the lake, they have tilapia, catfish, mudfish. Okay, yeah, that's active volcano Mount Mayon. So that's in Quezon City, guys. For those people that don't really understand about, because Quezon City here in Metro Manila, that's in Metro Manila. That's in Metro Manila. Quezon Province, that's outside Manila. So the Villa Escudero, that's outside Metro Manila, that's part of Quezon Province, that's in Chaong. So it's nice also because I've been there. This is so funny, Miss Manny, because in Villa Escudero, they welcome you, with the carabao, okay, with the caro, and then you sit on the caro, and then there's a singers, and then there's the carabao rider, and then while you go around on the plantation, they sing Filipino kundiman song, folk song.
Uh-huh. Hmm.
So it's very interesting. Yeah,
Wow. I
Villa
mean,
Escudero. That's
it's so
that's in
happening. Yeah.
Chaong, Quezon, Puts. Um, very more in more in nature, nature, nature spot, nature views in Villa Escudero. No army life for me anymore. No army life for me anymore. What do you mean, Frank? Take. And then Subic Bay, Subic Bay, Subic. You can see there's if you go on the Subic Metropolitan SBMA,
Uh-huh.
Subic Metropolitan Bay. So there's an area there that also it's good for camping. That there's a Katatubong Aita, but they speak English well because American people train them. It's a camping site in Subic.
Wow, that's interesting if it's a camping site.
Yeah, so you can go because long time ago I went to that area in Subic. There's a safari show. There's a dolphin show. There's so many things that you can there's it makes me scared because we ride on the safari car, and then there's a lion, Miss Money, and then we just hold the whole chicken and feed, and then you can hear the roar, the breath of the lions
Wow.
wanted to get the chicken. Oh my goodness, it scares when I
Wow.
was inside the safari truck. Oh, it scares me a lot because the breathe of the lion. It's
I like it.
so scary, so big,
I
big.
haven't seen real lions. I would love to watch one.
Well, in the lion from so big safari. It's I think they really train Miss Money because I heard somebody whistle, and then the lions know that there's a safari truck. They already know how to stay on the
Ah,
road, and then when they saw the whole chicken that they gonna eat, it's easy. They're not really wild.
yeah. I mean, yeah, that's especially like that. You wouldn't have to be scared.
That the roar, it scares. No sleeping in the woods. Okay. Frank, it's been a long time that you want to sleep in the woods. Let's go to
Yes. Why would how can I see a real lion here in Lapu-Lapu City?
if walang so ba dyan?
No, there's no zoo, but there is in the north part of Cebu in
Ah,
no
okay.
Cebu Safari.
Take note to the zoo. Yeah, Miss Manny, the zoo here in Metro Manila, that's in Manila. It's already renovated, so there's so many animals there. There's a lion, there's a hippo, there's a rhino, there's a elephant, tiger, and
Yeah, the only lion
zebra.
I see in my life is like when I wake up in the morning and my hair is all about like that. Oh, I'm a lion. Joke lang natin.
Yeah, that's the thing that when I go to bed, Miss Money, I make it sure that I tie my hair because you really
Yeah.
look like a swan.
when when you wake up in the morning, your hair is like that. Yeah. Oh, there's the lion. Wow. I thought it's a lion.
Okay. So Siargao, Siargao is the
Oh,
capital.
Siargao.
Surfing, that's in Mindanao, Siargao. So,
Oh,
there's a
Siargao.
lot, there's so many places that you want to explore, if you're visiting or stay in the Philippines, Siargao. Siargao is known
I
to one
love
of the
every places
famous
that has water. My goodness, so beautiful.
places in Philippines for surfing. That's
Yeah.
Siargao.
They're very well known for that. Also, very well known for the tourists.
Samal Island. Samal Island, where is this Samal Island? So this is, the largest resort island in the entire Philippines. It is one of those places where won't ever get bored. Thanks for the joyous lifestyles and scenarios surrounding the island. Hagimit Falls. Hagimit Falls. Okay, Coron. Yeah, very nice Coron. Tagaytay. Yeah,
Tagaytay, yeah, with the weather. Yeah.
yeah, Tagaytay, that's a little Baguio. Puts and boots. If you come here in Metro Manila, Tagaytay City, that's a little Baguio. There's a Mount Taal.
No, it's not Surigao, It's Siargao.
Siargao. So, no, Surigao del. No, 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 no. Siargao. So yeah, there's so many places that in Corregidor, that's in Bataan.
Mm. Well, if people prefer a mountains, there's a lot to offer. Philippines has a lot to offer. If people prefer waterfalls, there's a lot. If people prefer beaches, oh my god, there's a lot also.
Well, Hinulugan Tak Tak Tak, that's in Antipolo, but it's no longer famous about that. So because of un paradise. It is another day for you
If you
and
want
me.
to go to a place where they offer love potion, oh, you can go somewhere else. Di ba, ate?
Ay, nako, yeah. But we just gonna go to the real one that never fade. So we don't want the.
I'm not. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's working. I should
Me
try.
also.
We can only say if we can try.
Lumay,
Yes.
lumay. Ay, gayuma. Oh,
Love potion.
are you really you want to try the gayuma,
Yeah,
gayuma
well,
food,
Gayuma FM.
gayuma. The natural gayuma is very effective. Not with the with the sprekatik-tik or sprekatik-tik. What do you
Tik-tik-tik.
call
Lahat
that?
mo lang tik-tik, ate.
Huh?
Lahat ng tik-tik.
Sprekatik-tik.
Tik-tik is quite different.
Yeah. Tick tick. Poots doesn't know the tick tick. Manananggal sa sampalok.
It's naughty in Bisaya, the tik tik.
Yeah,
It's
I
something
know that.
naughty.
Yeah. That's why Miss Manny, my language, my language, Manny. I cannot speak that in you because the meaning in you is, it's bad. Sometimes it's very
Yes.
offensive. And same also,
Uh-huh.
same also the dialect that the words that you use in your dialect. So it's really, like, it reminds me of Kuya Jay said that nalibog
Ah,
good ko,
libog.
nalibog good ko. So libog
Nalibog,
means,
yes.
he confused. But, in Tagalog, that's, libog is horny.
It's
So
hard.
it's just like, sabot, you don't understand. But, in my dialect, it's a kind of hair.
So how about in Ilonggo, ate, how do you say when you want to stop the jeepney? Like, para, yeah, it's para in Tagalog. How about in Ilonggo?
Sa bangga lang.
Oh, yeah. And here that Bisaya in Bangga lang, it's gonna like crash. You have to crash in
Yeah,
a, yeah. Just like,
bangga
what? You
lang.
Bangga? When an Ilongga go to Cebu, they gonna say Bangga lang. The driver will gonna like look danger. Oh, she's so dangerous. He wants to crash the jeepney.
Yeah, because the bangga, it's a very very high words, Hiligaynon. It means, canto or corner.
Mm. Ah, so that means corner. I thought
Bangga.
it says stop. Yeah.
Yeah, bangga lang para. So it's very, it's very different when when I use my dialect, if I'm talking to you, because the meaning in your dialect is different.
Different.
Yeah. Crush, sir, crush.
Yeah, like that.
Kamaya Coast in Bataan. Frank, that's, yeah, that's in Bataan, Kamaya. Kamaya, that's very, high class resorts in Bataan. I went to Bataan because, when I was in my 20s, I was working in Philippine Navy. I was the agent. So I went to Sambales. I went to Subic. I went to Bataan because that's near in Olongapo. But you know what, Miss Money, the best public market or wet market I've ever seen is in Olongapo. It's not,
Public market?
hindi, yeah, public market, hindi ka mandiri talaga, Miss Manny. Kahit pumunta ka sa palengke nilang nakapaa, hindi ka mandiri. Super linis.
Wow.
The public market in Olongapo, it's so clean. It's not smelly.
Nice.
Very nice.
Their local government is taking care good of it.
Yeah, because that time I was, the mayor there is Dick Gordon.
Ah, I see, yes.
So, any question, guys? Just only five watching our show. Kamaya, because oh my goodness, you cannot really, there's a lot of things that you're gonna take note, puts. Also, Davao City, okay? Go to Mount Apo and try the spiky and stinky fruit durian. Have
Oh, I'm also
you like
interested with
durian?
Davao. I have not tried
Durian.
it yet, actually,
Oh yeah.
but I want to.
Durian, marang, mangosteen. What else?
I like
Lanzones,
mangosteen also. Very just yeah.
pomelo.
I only tried the durian when it's candied, but not the
Not the fresh one. I try many
yes.
times, the fresh one. It's quite expensive if it's not season. So month
Yeah,
of,
it
yeah,
is.
October, November, yeah, that's the season of durian. Yeah, Davao
Mm.
City, that's the place of former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
Oh, that's why I'm so interesting to go to Davao. Try to go to Davao.
Yeah, there's so many places that people, especially Western people, can able to visit the Philippines.
Hmm.
Oh, Miss Manny, I have a question. This is what do you call that? Uh, Critical thinking. I don't know if you know this. Okay.
Yeah, I know very critical thinking.
So the question is, your mother has a three daughter. The name of the first one is May. The first is April. April. Yeah, and the second is May. Who's the name of the third daughter?
Money.
Huh?
Money. Money is
Mani?
the name of the third daughter.
Okay, good. So that's when I watched that,
Hmm.
Michael Miller. Hi, Michael Miller. Thank you for coming. Hello.
Hi, Michael Miller.
That's why I picked her. Okay. So next that I'm gonna share beautiful places in Philippines to visit or stay is they also mention about the now adventure park.
The Now Adventure Park. Oh, interesting.
Okay, let me as its name suggests, an ecotourism destination of the now adventure park is one of the perfect places to visit in the Philippines for fun, leisure, thrill adventure seekers during their visit to recreational park. The traveler can engage in a myriad of exhilarating activities, including zip lining. I think this is the place that Nails and Double zip lining. I don't know if that's the now Eco Park.
Yeah, it's the Danao Eco Park. Yeah.
Okay, so for those wants to go to Cebu, the now there's a nice place also that you can enjoy, zip lining, rappelling, bangi,
Bungee jumping.
bungee jumping, wall climbing, sky biking. Oh, very interesting. Sky biking,
Yeah. I mean, there is a harness. Yeah, that's could be.
parasailing, water rafting, and boating. So very, very adventurous. The
Yes.
now Adventure Park, that's in Bohol. Yeah, why not call in Bohol Adventure? Oh yeah.
Oh, it's not the Danao Eco Farm.
Ah, yeah, right. Yeah, right. It's in Bohol. 6344 Bohol, Philippines. That's in location Buena Vista, Carmen Danau.
Ah, Buena Vista, Bohol.
Yeah, that's in Bohol. Yeah, you go
Yeah,
to
you know,
Bohol, my goodness.
there's a lot of
Ouch.
actually in Philippines there's a lot of same name places.
Yeah, and also there's another, there's another Nalusuan Island. Nalusuan Island that's in Bohol. The water is blue, white sand, very, very nice.
Oh, that's that's so interesting. Thinking about it, just
So
imagining
that's,
that
that's
beach.
in Bohol. So near in Cebu City, Miss Money, from Bohol going, from Cebu going to Bohol, just only 3 hours for ferry boat.
3 hours, and if it's a fast track, I think 1.5 hours. Study?
Yeah.
Huh?
So there's another, the Humalun Butterfly Sanctuary. So this is in, well, I'm not really into the butterfly thing, Miss Money. I'm not, because Basak Pardo, former Marcupa Street. What? Where is this? White Beach is in. Yeah, there's so many guys. I can't. I cannot really. I cannot really say this. Are there's any place to sail? Hmm. Sailing. I have no idea about that sailing, but hold on. Let me check that Michael Miller.
I am sailing. Ah, it's the Nasan Eco Adventure Park, the I. It's not the Danao Adventure Park.
Oh, this marina sailing docks in the Philippines is in. Wait, hold on. In Puerto Galera, Michael Miller in Puerto Galera. You can go there because there's a docks in Puerto Galera. That's in Mindoro.
I think all beaches, especially that it's a, five-star beach resorts, they must, I mean, they shall offer like that parasailing. Because I
Puerto
also hear
Galera.
that, yeah, there's a lot of also beach resorts here in Lapu-Lapu City, and
Yeah,
that's
there's
how
a
I
there's
hear
a
that.
Cebu Yachts Club. So you
Cebu
can
Yacht
go to
Club.
Cebu and then you can sailing
Yeah, parasailing happens.
sailing.
The services mostly in the beach resorts.
And also there's in Batangas, in Batangas, Michael Miller in Fento Fuego. So I went to Fento Fuego. You can
Oh
also rent
yeah, Kuya
boats to take
Frank.
island hopping.
Island hopping. Oh, that's one also my favorite activity. What's the distortion? This distortion happen.
Michael Miller, I think they built sun reps there, so I thought it might have something to rent, but it's small. Ah, okay. I
I
am
actually tried the island
sailing.
hopping. It's fun because you can also grill on the boat. and then you're gonna have some stops on the every islands, and then you're gonna have some
Yeah, you can,
swimming.
you can drink, you can drink wine while you're sitting on the, on the bench, you know, uh, enjoy the views, drinking sparkle wine or beer or whatever you want to drink. That's Rod Stewart.
Yeah, the main activity for the island hopping is like they're gonna like the 3 to 4 island stops, and then yeah, you get to stop in that place, have some swimming and another, and while you can eat and grill in your boat that's renting. It's fun.
I hear some boo, boo. You hear that, Miss Money? She's thinking about food. I'm thinking about destination. Base abroad. Base abroad. World's amazing. Of course, puts. Not only, you're thinking about destination, of course, including, the food, of course.
Well, I must say that you can't enjoy the adventure if you're hungry, so that's why foods is a must.
Precisely. So you cannot really, okay, here's the thing, you don't, you forgot puts that I mentioned that don't let your Filipina mate or Filipina girlfriend or Filipina wife get hungry, because even though how how interesting, the things that you really want to share, we cannot really give you a big smile if we're hungry, because we cannot really concentrate that, because in our brain, I want food, food, food.
Yes.
I just want to do some things that my dad wanted to do, and that's what I want to do. Can you share with us what your dad wanted to do, and that's what you want to do, is sailing?
Nice. Yeah, maybe that parasailing. Well, it's also looks nice, you know. You can, it feels like, when it feels like flying, oh my goodness. Must be adventure. And you don't want to like, you don't want your girlfriend or mate like realize that she's a lion. She's gonna roar when you're doing adventure, but she's hungry. So she's gonna roar.
Yeah, that's why, sometimes, what, Miss Money, if if I'm hungry, I'm gonna tell to Frank, I'm hungry. I really want, I want food. I'm hungry. And I don't know if sometimes he can catch that, I'm telling him that I'm hungry, because I really want to eat. Well, it's just like, this afternoon I told him that, okay, I don't really want to stay long in the, on the supermarkets, because I want to go home, because, I know that, there's a leftover rice, and I can able, to open the corned beef and, saute with onion, and I'm good with that. So I really want to go home, because, I know when you order in something, you have to wait. But, he told me that you really want to cook, and then I have to think about it. Okay, so okay, we just go to the subway and just wait for a few minutes and then go home. Because, I cannot really, I'm not really, I'm not, my brain is not function good if I'm hungry. Especially, Miss Money, that you're really hungry. Okay, you're really hungry. That your stomach starts to growling.
You don't
you
hear
know,
anything, just your stomach growling.
yeah. I thought I would be stranded in the storm. I always hated the idea. What do you mean? You always hated? Okay.
I think you mean the about parasailing or
He
like
just wanted
sailing.
to, oh, okay, sail, and I finally started to be interested. Okay. Well, it's just like, the start, if you don't really, because if you're not enthusiasm of that, you don't. But, if you feel that, you just convince yourself to be enthusiasm about that hobby, you would, at the end of the day, you realize that, oh, this is fun. So I love it. Well, that's, once, the only thing that you can do that is, be prepared if something, there's a storm or you're stranded in island, or, be prepared for, for that natural disaster, because, we never know. We never know. All you have to do is just be prepared for all costs. But the last few years watching this show, I feel a little more confident on it. Michael, puts and boots at Michael Miller. You're definitely gonna be fine, and professionals around gonna help you for sure. Yeah.
How
So,
about scuba diving? Are you? I also like try.
oh my goodness,
Have you tried scuba
when
diving?
it comes water involved, Miss Money, I'm gonna say hell no, because I don't know how to swim. How can I dive if I, maybe if I go to, if I enroll a swimming lesson, it
Uh-huh.
might, but it's just like, Frank surprise. He thought that I know how to swim. And then I told him, yeah, Philippines, there's so many islands. But we're not
Uh-huh.
near to the, to the ocean, or we're not near to the sea. So we're near to the stream, but we're not near to the sea.
Mm-hmm.
So he's surprised that I don't, I can I can float myself just a few seconds, but I don't know how to swim. I hear the toko.
Yes, there is toko outside.
Mm.
He probably saying hello to you, ate. That's why.
Yeah, toko is, it's kind of scary, because, there's a saying, Miss Money, that once the toko is, it's dropped on you, it's not easy, to live on your skin. You need the ita, to, to to what bago, before, before the lizard will, the toko will left on your body. Oh my goodness. Lily, if you can float, you can swim. Just keep waving your feet in the water. Yeah. I well, because when I go to the swimming pool, I just swim by myself. It's just like, yeah, I can do like that, but it's not as, as long as, other people do. So I'm asked, Frank, to teach me, but I don't know. He has no interest to, to teach me, because he knows when it comes to that, he gonna tell me you're as stubborn as a mule. So he has no interest. Rowell B. Lies on official blogs. Hi, hello. Ay, nako.
He knows
He
you're
always
stubborn,
say,
ate, so he just gave up.
But you know what? Here's the funny things about my husband, Miss Money. He's very sweet. He always called me. I have so many endearment name that he called me. So many. Sometimes, he called me babe. Sometimes he called me sweetheart. Sometimes he called me winch, or but so this is the funny thing, Miss Money. I know if Frank something that he really he starts to get upset because he called me Lilibet Tate. Complete name.
That's
Oh,
that's when you're gonna know that, yeah, he's
and
not
then
in a lovey-dovey mood.
yeah, he gonna call me Lilibet, sweetheart, Lily. I don't listen. I just like, it's just on him that I don't hear you. And then he called me Lilibet Tate. Instead of I know that oh, Frank is getting it's getting on my nerve. He called me Lilibet Tate. Oh my goodness. So that's the thing that I know that Frank is something. Oh, he's not really comfortable. Yeah, yeah, Puts. If he call me my my full name, usually I don't hear that from him. He always call me sweetheart, babe. But when he called me Lilibet Tate, you know what, Miss Bunny, instead that I'm get furious and I just laugh because I heard my complete name. My goodness.
So what about if you're the one that's not in a good mood? How do you gonna call Kuya Frank?
Frank.
Just Frank.
Frank. I always Frank. I call. Well, sometimes, I'm making, I call him, Frankie, Frankie.
Mm.
So that's my, my interment. Sometimes well, most of the time I call him my love, but sometimes I call him Frankie. And then he told me that his little sister called him Frankie too.
Ah.
So I just call him Frankie. But it makes me LOL. But when he called me, and then he had he raised his voice that Lilibet Tate. Oh my goodness, where's Frank? Oh my goodness. Any question, guys, about places that you really want to know here in Metro Manila or outside Metro Manila? Ang init. Any question, guys? Yeah, it's just like,
What about Sambuanga? I think Kuya Frank
um,
asked something.
is Ilo, what? Iloilo? You're
Iloilo?
talking about Iloilo? No, it's not really. It depends, it depends what place. But, Iloilo is not really expensive, to go with, because it's near, especially if you're here in Metro Manila. Just it's near, just 1 hour air travel. What about Zamboanga? Anything interesting there? Well, in Zamboanga, I don't really know idea about Zamboanga. Well, but there's a certain area in Zamboanga that you better go in the on the Christian community than Muslim community, because in Zamboanga there's other part of Zamboanga that is more on Muslim, and then there's a Christian. So when it comes to Muslim area, you cannot really go by yourself without companion of Muslim people there also, because well, I'm not saying that it's not safe, but much better if you have companion, a Muslim companion, go around that place in Zamboanga. What's that sound that
Yeah, it's my neighbor.
para
Yeah, it's my neighbor. Maybe they did you take out there? Did you take out there?
sa iyo yan? Parang parang may pinupukpok. That's why I remove my headset. Puts on boots. Oh, that's good for gentlemen who like multiple wives then. Uh, well, if it's in the Muslim area, yeah. But for, a Christian, I'm not saying, because, I have no experience going to Sambonga yet. But, like they said that there's a certain area puts that, you can also enjoy, visit or, stay there. Is that the karaoke thing they talk about? What do you mean?
I don't I don't seem to hear somebody's doing karaoke here. Maybe just music. I don't know. There's none.
It sounds like somebody was electrocuted.
Mm. It sounds like intense. Suspense. This live stream
Yeah,
is suspense.
yeah. It's hurt on my my eardrum. Where everybody music does it loud and the neighbor. Yeah, here no. Here in Metro Manila, Michael Meyer, there's a certain time that they can not allow their music because uh, that's against against the law against the law of the barangay. So where everybody music does it loud in the neighbors, some there's a certain time, like, okay, let's say if they're gonna start karaoke at 5 o'clock, just only until 10. Okay, 10. So if they too, if they cannot stop until 10, so make it sure that they gonna, lower the volume, because, there's a lot of neighbors, of course, they have to get up early in the morning and, prepare, go to their segregated job. So we don't really want that, to bother them. Multiple wives.
Yeah, it's a nationwide policy. 10 until 10 p.m. on.
So somebody there in your neighbors that do a karaoke, Miss Money?
Yeah, maybe not karaoke. Just the sound, just music. I don't know. Depends
Why
who.
you're talking about Michael Meyer multiple wives? Yeah, that's only for Muslim. For Christian, no. We're not. Just one wife. One wife and one husband. For Muslim people, yeah, they can do as long as they can able, to support each family. They have to support equal. If if the husband will give BMW to the first wife, second, and third, he has to give that for four wives equal. If the first wife has a big house, also the second, third, and fourth. Because it's against the law also of Muslim people that they can get a multiple wives, but they cannot, he cannot support the three wives, just only the first wives. No, that's against the law. Because, Filipino Muslim, they have divorce. So it's according, it's according how, the financial status the man has. Lily, how come you travel so much? Always just for fun or work? How come you travel so much? It's amazing. Well, you know what? Puts when I was, when I graduated high school, I just, grade school, high school, I just stay in my village. Even, I just counted when I went to the, in the city when I take a national entrance college test. That's I remembered. And then when I go get my result, we're not really used, going to the city. That's why when I left home, that's why it's late that I get married because I really want, I'm very, I'm very adventurous because, I really want to go to, the first place that I went when I moved here in Manila, Baguio City. I went to Baguio City, La Union, Pangasinan, things like that. I went to Ilocos, Vegan. I really want to enjoy that place. So because they said that when you're married, if you get married, you cannot really do that unless if your husband is willing to go with you. So I just did that. I take advantage that while I'm single, that I can do whatever I want to go. That's why I have so many places here in north that I went. Two wives make you twice unhappy. LL. Yeah. I don't really understand that, why. Okay, for those men that, really wants to have a two wives, for what? For what? Yeah, you just get the stone in, on hit on your head, you're hard-headed. Because if you want to read, it's this, this is the thing that, this is what I see about, I'm not attacking, Filipino men. This is all men. Okay, once they get married, you can tell some of men they cheated on their wife. What's the use of having, what's the use to get married with this woman and then you're gonna cheated on her? Hello, Seven Ways. Welcome to my show, Seven Ways. So that's
Hi, Seven Ways. Welcome back.
that's the problem. That's the problem for for the men. Okay. So if you don't really, if you want to commit, it's just like you do. It's just like don't get married. Just do. Just like do. A player. Because a player, they can hang out with a beautiful girls, but they don't want to commitment. So that's the player. So just, just stay as, your player. My goodness. And don't marry, and then, after that you're gonna cheat on your wife or on your husband. My goodness, so just be a player, because player is just like, they don't want married, but they want, men and women player. They don't want to deal with marriage thing, but they want to hang out with, with girls, or they do wanted to hang out with boys. So please, no two wives, or just one wife is enough. Okay, one wife is enough. If you're gonna make two wives, your life will become miserable. Your life is endangered. Your life is endangered. Okay. Seven ways. Was someone talking about double boom boom? Well, they just mentioned that actually seven ways are my subject for tonight. It's just like beautiful places you gonna visit or stay in the Philippines. So it's just like, it's just like icebreaker on the subject that we talked a while ago. The multiple wives, and then it ends up two wives. But the main subject is, play beautiful places uh you gonna visit or stay in the Philippines, for particularly for Western people. Swing tail side to side. Nice to see you again, my friend. Okay, always a pleasure to drop by when I get the chance. One wife is enough. Mismo puts. One wife is enough.
Up until how many years?
I finally got to sit down. Okay. Seven ways, as the old English saying, one night, once a night, always a night, but once night is enough. Yeah. Michael Miller, have a drink and enjoy the live stream. Yeah, one wife is enough. Yeah, because it's just like, for me, okay, if somebody will ask me, just, I don't really want, to talk a lot the person, because, there's certain uh, personality of a person that, especially, if your husband and wife, girlfriend and boyfriend, or friend, they talk a lot, to explain this, that's enough for me to know at first, because I don't want to deal that, on the second, third, because I know one, for me one is enough. It's just like, for husband, one husband is enough for me. I'm good. The only thing that we can separate is just the death, because I can stand my words. No matter what, at the end of the day, that we're getting all old. You cannot really tell that, once you're getting old, that behavior that, your wife or your husband that time that you were young, it's still the same. No, it's sometimes it's really pain in the ass, but you have to accept that from your husband or your wife. That's the nature once you're getting older. So, oh God, yeah, hearing nagging in stereo too much for a man to take. Yeah. Well, I'm not really into the nagging, because when I hear a woman is so nagging, oh my God, it makes me, it causes me headache. LOL, multiple wives yelling at you about dirty clothes on the floor next to the laundry basket. Well, puts. Here's the thing that I'm going to share with you. Okay. Uh, Me at first, I'm very, I'm very strict. I'm very strict when it comes, using the toilet. Okay, I'm very strict about that. But since that, your Kuya Frank is my husband, and I need to, accept the things that, the bad side about him. So it's just like before, I just told him, oh, you forgot to flush, things like that. It reminds me, I always remind him, but I use that, okay, as a wife. Okay, it's really what do you call that, insult to your husband, that you always, but as a wife. Okay, I don't say that, oh, you forgot to flush, so I'm the one who flushed that. Okay, so it's just like, if you're what do you call that, if your gut is not really strong enough, to understand about the situation when you're husband and wife, the relationship, when it won't last long, if every time that, so
Mm.
I try to understand that from him. So when I go to the toilet, if something, I saw something there, it's okay. Oh my goodness, I just like, the only words that I tell to myself, ay nako, because I don't want also to hurt, my feeling of my husband, as a simple thing like that. But it's just like, I'm gonna, I gonna understand that from him. So instead of telling him, so I just go and flush or something, fix something that, he forgot to do, things that, need to be done. So I just, it's just like, I don't know. I'm very patient about that. I'm very patient about that. So I don't know some other girls or some wives.
Kuya Frank said, "Oh, come on."
Oh, come on, Frank. So it's just like, yeah, it's just like, I don't really want, because before, because I don't know, I can see also that when I remind him, to do that, you forgot to do this, you forgot to put down the, I can see also that he's not really comfortable. I don't want to see that on my husband, because I don't want him, that I'm controlling him. So it's just like, okay, I gotta do this for myself. Or, I'm thinking he might forget. But no, he's not. He always do that. But, it's just like, I just accept, just I accept the fact that's my husband, that's my husband, other side of his personality. So I have to, I
So
have to
that's
accept
how the like it applies the for better or for worse. Okay.
that. Yeah. It's just like, he told me that, sweetheart, don't let your, because, sometimes he told me, oh, you eat so fast, you eat that all. And then I told him, yeah, I eat that because I'm hungry. And then, he told me that, oh, don't make yourself into a big Shirley. But, he just realized, okay, no matter what, sweetheart, you become a double or triple Shirley, I will still love you. But for me, I don't let myself to become a Shirley for that, because I'm also responsible of myself. So I know that, he loves me no matter I become a Shirley, but, I don't let myself to become Shirley for that. So,
No, it's okay, Michael Miller. It's just a fluke. Think not anything else.
okay, you flush. Okay. Yeah, you flash, Frank. And then here's the funny thing, Miss Maddie, that, especially toothpaste, he always, I'm looking for the toothpaste that it's almost empty. But I don't really do that, throw it in the trash can right away. So what I did is I'm gonna squeeze that from the top to bottom, on the lid. So if I script that all the way to the lid, so I just cut it, and then there's there's toothpaste left on the toothpaste tube. And then he said, "Sweetheart, we have so bunch of toothpaste. That's what. Don't do that. Come on, Frank. Don't you know me." And then you know what? If it's the one the last will use the toothpaste that's almost empty, he just threw it in the things that I don't see, because I gonna ask, "Where's the toothpaste that Where's the toothpaste, the old toothpaste?" And he said, "Why?" I throw it because he knows that I'm gonna cut it that, and then it scrape all the remaining toothpaste and put it in my toothbrush. Because I don't want that, throw it in the trash can without cutting that toothpaste tube. So it's just like, okay, he used of that. So when he saw that, he just goes straight to the garbage. So it's very funny, but he has to accept that, same thing also, that when in a relationship, it's very, it's very, yeah,
Well,
you
I
know
guess you
what
have to remember that you're both different, even though you are close, but you still from different country, raised in a different, environment, something like that. So you have to like always choose each other no matter what's the differences. So
yeah, that's yeah, puts, your Kuya Frank, he always, always tell me, "Sweetheart, we have bunch of, but I don't really want that, I just scrape all the way to the bottom until and then cut it, and then I'm gonna scrape with my finger, and then this is the toothbrush bristles. I just dip that and wipe it on. Ay, nako. I don't want to make sayang, I don't want to waste any drops of toothpaste on the toothpaste tube. Yeah, but Frank
toothpaste
doesn't
tube.
want that 7 ways. Ay, nako. He don't really understand that. In the ketchup, there's still, once because it's no longer, but you can still have, ketchup. What I did, I just put a bit of your water and then shake. And then, so once I throw it, the bottle of ketchup it's clean. I totally consumed the right way. So he don't really want, he don't really want me to do that. Even even the small the bar soap, Miss Money, I just keep that. But sometimes when I clean the toilet, I just drop it, to clean the toilet bowl. 7 tubes of it, and chic act like we are poor. No, I'm not really, I'm not really act like a poor, but it's just like, I'm very, I'm not, I'm not take advantage that, I have so many toothpaste, and then it's easy for me to dispose that. You know me, Frank, so I'm very practical wife. Yeah, a short amount of hot boiled water shaken up in the ketchup bottle is fine for adding to chips. That's what I do. But if that's thing that I'm the last one who used the ketchup bottle, so I did that. But if Frank do that, he just straight, so I don't ask because I don't want to hear something. Oh, sweetheart, we're not, we're still a lot of stocks there in the cabinet. So I'm just be quiet. It is economically still a money saved in 1 year. Yeah. Okay, so guys, so I already 2 hours that that we talking with you guys. So I hope that especially Puts, I hope that you take down all the places that I mentioned in my show. That maybe next year you come here in the Philippines. You can visit that with with money, and I'm sure you will enjoy. So, Miss Manny, any upcoming show on your live this coming week?
Yeah, as usual at there, I'm gonna have it every Friday, so it's still on Fridays.
Okay,
So I
so
expect there. See you there.
okay, so you can buy chewing gum with what has been said by doing that. Well, it's just like I'm just a thrifty wife. Okay, so I don't want to waste any single drops of toothpaste, any single drops of ketchup or soy sauce, whatever that I can save that. So guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining on my live show with Miss Money, my co-host with Miss Money. Thank you, Poots. Thank you, Seven Ways. I think it's John Line on the having recycled chewing. No. 7 Ways. Thank you so much for coming. And Michael Miller, thank you so much, guys. And of course, my husband, Frank, thank you so much. And see you on Miss Manny's live this coming Friday. So I really appreciate
Okay,
your
this topic
time
that we
and
talked about the
support.
topic that we continue have to continue there.
Thank you so much, guys, and have a good night to everyone, and have a good day. Mabuhay! Mwah! Bye, Miss Manny.